Hi, and welcome to the first episode of Keep Rock Alive. My name's Taylor. I'll be your host, like always. I'm 20, I live in the Midwest, and I am fighting the fight to keep rock alive. Now, back in September, it's been a few months, I know, Gene Simmons said that rock is dead. He said that it has been murdered. Now, I don't agree with him, nor do rock fans, hopefully. I know it's been a while, I've been meaning to do this, but I just haven't gotten around to it, and I really want to start doing it. I am very passionate about the subject, and I love rock music, I love everything about it. So, yeah. I am dedicating a video series to prove him wrong. Now, I know it's been a couple months, but hey, who in the rock family doesn't want to keep rock alive? Nobody. And if you want rock to die, then that's dumb. Okay, so I will do episodes involving artists, if they released an album in the last 5 years. And no, I'm not talking about the best of. No, I'm talking about new songs, new content, new music, new pure hard rock music. That's what it's all about. New rock music. And it's out there. I will also do some videos covering different things about rock music and what's not rock music and the stereotypical things that people assume when they tell them that I listen to hard rock music. The annoying things that we all have to deal with. That is just crazy. But it's really interesting to me, so I'll talk about them in my video series. Now, we owe a lot to the rock gods that have paved the way for rock music, or, who used to be rock gods and now are still the rock gods of today, even though, Five Finger Death Punch released a fantastic album, and people that don't listen to rock music today don't have any idea. They just think Metallica, and that's that. Nothing else. And, people think Aerosmith, AC/DC, Tesla, when they think of rock music. They don't think Breaking Benjamin and Shinedown. They don't think that, and it's so frustrating to me, and I want to change that. And I know there's a lot of other people that want to change it, and it needs to be changed. And to be honest, I don't listen to Metallica. I don't listen to Zeppelin. Occasionally, yeah, it'll be on, and I'll listen to it. I listen to XM Octane a lot, and they play a lot of Metallica. And, I push the CD button, and my Adelaide's Way CD comes on. I'm sorry, I like the new music, and yeah, Metallica has released new music, but it sounds like old Metallica, and I like new rock music that also sounds like old Metallica. But honestly, I think it's time for the rock community and everybody else to move on from Metallica. There is so much new music out there that nobody knows about, and I can't stand it. Like, it needs to be known. It needs to be known. And we just need to move on from thinking that them from the 70s is now, because it's not. It's not now. It's not the rock music now. Yeah, hair music isn't where it was. It's not. Rock music isn't where it was. It's not. But that doesn't mean it's not there. It's alive and it's kicking. I'm sorry, but I went to Uproar Fest. There's thousands upon thousands of rock fans there. It's not dead. It's there. And I love it. And there are so many people that love it with me. You can't say rock is dead because your music isn't where it used to be. It's not dead. It's alive. And it's kicking. And everybody that doesn't listen to rock has got it. It's gonna get there. And everybody is gonna be shocked. And it's gonna be great. And you know, hopefully I can be one of those people that's paving the way for them. You know, I'm in music business, and I want to do something for rock music, because rock music is my life. I love it. And I wrote papers. This is my first web video ever, so hopefully I'll be better at learning how to communicate what I want to say in different ways without writing a paper about it. So, yeah, I mean, it's a little paper, but I'm not just reading it to you. I'm adding some other stuff. Anyway, in this first video, I'll address a few points that Gene made that I believe most of us disagree with. The first of which is that he claimed only 2 bands since 1983 have carried on the true rock spirit. Nirvana and I don't even know. Tame the Impala. Okay, no. Not gonna lie. I want a 67 Impala more than any other car in the world, because I watch Supernatural, and yeah, I'm obsessed, and I like it. But I don't know who that band is. And I didn't do research because, honestly, Gene Simmons' opinion doesn't matter to me. And if he thinks that's what rock is, then maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't listened to the band. If you're Tame the Impala and you play great rock music, keep on keeping on. I don't know. But there's others. There's so many. I mean, right now Five Finger Death Punch is playing. You can't tell me that's not rock music, Gene Simmons. You can't tell me that rock's dead. Do you hear that? That wasn't released before 1983. Sorry, it wasn't. It was released very recently, and it's fantastic. Shinedown, Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days Grace, Avatar. They're from Sweden. It's everywhere. Rock music is everywhere, and people need to find it. And I'm gonna help people find it. That is my plan. I love it. I love it more than anything. You know, Art of Dying, bands. There's so many bands that I could just list off. I could speak for hours on hours on hours on music, and you know, that's my plan. I mean, not in just this one video, but I'll have several, and I will talk and talk. And if anybody watches it, then that's fantastic. I mean, I'm sure nobody will, but it's out there. If someone wants to find it and fight the fight with me, that's great. And, you know, in my opinion, I like 3 Days Grace more than I like old rock music. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to any old rock bands, because you know what? They're great. Fantastic. I like Five Finger Death Punch more. And it's alive. It's what's alive now. And it's so frustrating as people my age. I'm 20. I go to concerts. There's averagely 10 to 20 years older than me at these concerts. I mean, yeah, every now and then I see someone my age, but not really. And I go to these shows, and there'll be little kids in the audience, and I think it's great. And I went to a Five Finger show in Peoria, and they brought him up on stage and sang a song, and I thought it was great. But there's no in between. There's nobody in my generation that listens to rock music. In my generation, Lord is rock music. No, I'm sorry, but no, no, it's so wrong. And I mean, yeah, we have the hair bands from the 70s, and they rocked the world. But there is pure hard rock out there. It's harder to find, but it's there. It's there. All you have to do is Google Octane Biggins. I'll give you a list of 15 songs from every week, past a whole bunch of years. There it is. It's there. And yeah, rock is underground, but isn't that what it's about? Rock isn't about going and getting drunk and riding your horse like popular country music that I'm forced to listen to every day at Subway, and I just can't handle it. rock music is about fighting and making a difference and having choices and getting through things. That's what it's about. Not about being royal or kissing. Well, there's probably some music about kissing girls, but there's more out there than that. And a lot of the popular music today is just nonsense, and it's awful, and it hurts my ears to listen to. Rock is not dead. Artists are struggling, and hard rock is not mainstream whatsoever. But, to be honest, when I go to a rock show and I get to meet these artists, like I met Nothing More, and I met Adelita's Way, and they're great. There's no way if I was a Miley Cyrus fan that I would even think that I would get to meet them and talk to them, have conversations with them. No way. But rock bands care about their fans. They care. They know that they're nothing without them. They know that. And they don't mind it. They like having fans. They like knowing that their fans are there for them. And we like being there for them. That's who we are. And, being part of the rock community is like being part of a family. And, I think that the hugest the biggest Shinedown fan in the world, no matter who they are. I mean, I love Shinedown. I love them so much. They're great. I'm probably not as obsessed as somebody in the world with Shinedown, but somebody has got to be their number one fan, right? If somebody would bash 3 Days Grace, like say on Twitter, say this huge Shinedown fan has Twitter, okay, and they see that somebody's bashing 3 Days Grace, you bet your sweet bippy they're gonna say something. They care about rock music. When you're a fan of rock, you're a fan of rock. You're not a fan of one band, unless you're just a fan of one band. I mean, if you're not a fan of rock music, then I don't know what you're doing with your life. But, we defend each other. We back up each other. We're a family, and I just love it. I'm big on Twitter. I love Twitter, and I've got some followers on there, and I follow a lot of people that just want to keep rock alive, and I love it. I just love it. I tweet all the time about it, and for a long time it felt like nobody cared, but I found some people that really care, and a lot of them are Adelita's Way fans, and I love it. I just love it. They do anything for rock music. Anything. And that's what it's about. It's about the struggle. It's about it. I love it. And, back to if you're a fan of rock music, you're a fan of rock music. Yes, we all have our most favorite rock bands. And we certainly have our least favorite rock bands that just keep getting played on Octane, and but you know what? I would rather listen to that than anything else in the world. I love it. Even when I am sick of it, I love it. I can't get enough. And when you're a fan of rock, you're a fan of rock. When you're a fan of Miley Cyrus, you're a fan of Miley. You're not a fan of all pop music. You're not a fan of everybody. And what makes up the population of rock fans? I mean, rock music can relate to anybody. You don't get made fun of. There's nobody. I've been to concerts where there's old people, old people at a Five Finger Death Punch show, and I think it's wonderful. And there's little kids there, and I think it's wonderful. And there's people my age there, and I think it's wonderful. And there's people in between everywhere. You know, granted, there's kind of a gap right there in the middle that needs to be filled, but it can reach anybody. Rock music can. And I love it. What are One Direction fans made up of? 12-year-old girls who, when One Direction sounds like every other pop boy band out there, but Harry Styles isn't singing in 5 Seconds of Summer, so they don't like them because Harry Styles isn't in it. And you know, I like Shine Down, and I don't know, I keep saying the same bands, but I'm really nervous, so I think that's what it has to do with. But yeah, I like Shine Down, and I like My Darkest Days. Okay? I don't not like My Darkest Days because Brent Smith isn't in it, and it's Matt. Oh, well, 3 Days Grace. You know, I've loved 3 Days Grace always, and I'll probably make a video about this, but even without Adam and having Matt there, I love 3 Days Grace. You know, I've seen him with both, and he still puts on a great show, and it's still 3 Days Grace. Anyway, I'm gonna ramble on about that if I start talking about the Matt and Adam thing. You all, if you're a fan of rock, you know what I'm talking about. But we're a family, and I love it, and we back each other up, and we love each other, and if you're a fan of rock, I'm a fan of you. That's how it is. And you know, I've told people, and I might be a bad person for this, but it's ruined relationships for me, because they'll get in my car and I'll have on Octane and it'll play Hail the Apocalypse by Avatar, and they'll think I'm some kind of freak. I'm not a freak, I just like good music. Get out of my car. That's literally, like, I was getting ready to go somewhere out to eat with my friends from work, and she got in my car, and Hail the Apocalypse by Avatar was on, and she changed the channel because she didn't want to listen to it because it was crap. We didn't go out to eat. She got out of my car, and you know, the only other time I've seen her is work, and that might be bad of me, but you know, when music is your life, it's your life. It's like somebody dissing your occupation, what you're passionate about, because that's what I'm passionate about, and people just don't understand it. But you know, I love rock music, and I hope you do too. And this video got very long, and I'm sorry, but I ramble. So keep rock alive, and yeah, keep rock alive. See you next time.